Welcome back. In this week's Green Business Report, hitting the drive-thru could help the environment. News 12 New Jersey's Marcy Rubin found out how one Garden State burger joint is hoping to save green by going green.
Thank you, this is a Burger King. How may we help you?
Picking up lunch at this Burger King drive-thru won't just refuel you, but could also energize the restaurant. The Burger King on Route 22 in Hillside is temporary home to this futuristic-looking speed bump, actually called a motion power energy harvester. What it does is grab the extra energy produced by a car slowing down and converts it into electricity.
To learn a lot about how this device would stand under the stress of a lot of cars going over it. Whatever we learn from this device, we're going to implement in the next generation.
Because this is a prototype that they're still testing out, it's not hooked up to the building just yet, but it is hooked up to that light to demonstrate how it works.
Maybe it would be 10 or 20 times as long as what we're looking at here today, that over a period of a year that it should reduce the energy of the building maybe 10 or 15%.
Saving any company that installs the system, like this Burger King, thousands of dollars a year. But it's not just saving green, it's going green, and that's what's got customers eating up the idea.
Anything that works for the earth, that's great.
It's something different, you know, we got to go green.
And since you got to get lunch anyway, why not do it on the road to clean energy? In Hillside, Marcy Rubin, News 12, New Jersey.
A Springfield, New Jersey-based company called Sigma Design is designing a system. It was created by a Maryland company called New Energy Technologies, and they hope to have a working model ready to go within a year or two. All right, it's time for our Investopedia.com term of the week. You can link to Investopedia through our website, news12.com. This week's term is twinternship. It's an internship in which the intern uses social media such as Twitter and Facebook to drive attention to a company and its products. A twinternship is usually an unpaid temporary position, although paid positions are not uncommon. Twinterns usually work with a company's public relations team. How'd you like a do-over? Well, if you've been laid off, that's exactly what one Jersey guy says you have been given. And that's why he helped bring what's called a laid-off camp to William Patterson University this past week, a place to share stories, to network, and to pick up tips to land a job.
Who here is feeling a little frustrated? A little overwhelmed? A little frightened maybe?
All reasons why Project NextGen and the Slater Trainer Group at Morgan Stanley Smith Barney convened what they call Laid-Off Camp New Jersey. But why call it camp?
We just want to be able to offer some services in a way that's kind of fun, laid off camp, that reminds people that the world of camp, and when you're at camp, kind of anything's make-believe and things are possible. And so we wanted to reach out to people who can use some help.
I hope they learn at least one thing different than that they could use in their job search, or maybe a different career path than they were thinking about. Maybe how to handle stress a little bit better.
The problem is there are so many people out of work right now.
I'm out of work, yep.
For how long?
Probably about a year now.
Almost a month now.
About 2 weeks.
I've been out of work since January.
No matter how long they've been out of work, everyone was here to listen, to take notes, and to share.
It's still much harder when you're in your 50s to be able to get another job than it is if you are in your 20s, maybe your 30s.
The key thing is getting back in there, providing for the family, and not having that gap on the resume. So I'm out here today picking up tidbits on resume writing, networking.
Those were just a few of the workshops held. Now, next week, you will hear much more from the people who took part in Laid Off Camp, and we will share valuable job search advice from the coaches and experts in attendance. All right, let's go back now and get the answers to our money quiz. How much do you know about money and finance? Let's find out. The question was, which of these expenses can you write off on your federal tax return if you don't itemize? Is it A, charitable contributions, B, medical expenses, C, mortgage payments, or D, moving expenses? Correct answer? That's D. If a new job is more than 50 miles farther away from your old house than your old job was, then you can deduct the cost of getting yourself or your family to the new location. You can claim this tax saver regardless of whether you itemize deductions. And that's going to do it for this week's show. I'm Eric Lanscroner. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, keep watching, keep saving, and remember, it's your money.